Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our prospect plan demonstration. As usual, it's always 9 p.m. every day, Monday to Sunday. And your host is none other than Mr. Ndikwere Asaf, and I'm so honored to be sharing this wonderful opportunity of techno projects. And I'm not forgetting that every day we spend onto this Zoom app, so many things are happening in our lives. Yes, so invite all your friends in Dubai, South Africa, distant places, because we're in the heart of Kampala City, like Mbarara, Jinja, Kigali, Rwanda, Dar es Salaam, Morogoro, wherever. Just know one thing, this is making a wave all over the world. Everyone is signing up, people are making money. And I just want you to know one thing, that as we build this system, we are all a part of a single team. So when you see me doing a presentation anywhere, like tomorrow, I'm going to be in tomorrow but one, which is Friday, I'm going to be in Jinja. Then Saturday, I'll be in Kaliro. There's a group that has gone to Kakumiro. They're going to be in Muvende, Dr. Elias, and a couple of other leaders. So what I'm trying to say is that so much is happening in the lives of people. If you keep quiet for the opportunity, you're going to miss out on so much. So please make it a point to share as much as possible. So my name is Asaf Ndikwere once again, and I joined network marketing around 7 years back. I joined because I wanted an extra income, so my desires shifted. And right now I'm pursuing financial freedom. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to make it possible for over 10 generations of my grandchildren to live financially free, because it's proclaimed in the Bible that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So I'm not here to talk about myself, but I'm here to share with you a path. There are so many directions you can take in terms of empowering yourself financially, but this is one of the few you can take which is assured that you get what we call financial freedom. You get freedom of time and money. You'll be able to get plenty of travel opportunities, and on top of that, you'll make a lot of friends, and you'll be able to impact so many people's lives. Yes, so this concept is making a wave all over the world, and people are joining from all angles. So welcome. Let me get started. Sorry about that. So, welcome to Techno Projects. This is our prospect plan demonstration. Company offices. We are located in the heart of Kampala, on Kampala Road. The building is called Church House, and we are just on the 8th floor. Very luxurious building. This project started in November 2018. So we're almost celebrating a single year, but so much is happening in the lives of as many people as possible. Our corporate team is made up of Mr. Disan Kabuza as the Chief Executive Officer. Mr. Sam Mwesigwa is a gentleman in terms of systems development and making sure that everyone gets paid in time. I repeat, he's charging of systems development and making sure that everyone gets paid in time. I act as the Chief Marketing Officer, and this is our corporate team. The head of accounts is Mr. Colin Olimi. Jovian Asubuga is in charge of support, and Marion Musinguzi is the administrative officer. Our flagship product is called Spages. Spages is a school fees payment application. It's an acronym, and it stands for SOMA, Pay As You Go Edu Payment System. SOMA is a Swahili word which stands for study. So, but this is a school fees application that bridges the gap between school owners and parents in terms of finding convenience when it comes to paying school fees. So the system gives the parent an opportunity to be able to pay in daily installments until the term ends, while the owner of the school is able to collect 100% by the term ends in terms of school fees collection. Very powerful product, but you get to learn about it. Challenge. So this is the problem we're trying to solve on the African. Out of 500 million phones in 2011, what we call mobile distribution in Africa that were researched, 15 million of them were smartphones. It was only 15 million which were smartphones. Now this makes 3% of smartphones. 97% of all the other phones were analog phones, what you'd call a simu za mapesa. Now, fast forward in 2018, mobile phone distribution stands at 88% for smartphones and 92% for analog phones. So, our goal as TecProVIP is to digitize Africa by putting smartphones in the hands of as many people as possible. Why you need a smartphone? Now, there are so many essential applications today that we have on smartphones that you cannot do without. If you look at an applications like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, today these have become household names. People wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is they peruse into their social media. So these have become necessities. If you look at Jumia, this is an online shop where you can purchase several things from TVs to food, everything. And OLX is an application where you can display things you want to sell and also get buyers for the things that you have. Now, what I'm trying to say is that these applications are essential. Look at self-border. Today, when you talk about mobile banking, gone are the days where you had to go to a bank and you had to deposit money. Now you can deposit and withdraw at the convenience of your smartphone. So that's why you need a smartphone. It is no longer a luxury, it has become a necessity. Now, if I even talk about the opportunity I'm supposed to share with you, I would like to share a very powerful module that depicts how we all make money on planet Earth. And there are basically 4 categories. And if you don't fall in these categories, it plainly means you are either a housewife and waiting for what we call money from your husband. In Uganda, we call it a sentezo kukameza. Or you're basically someone who's a thug. You wait people in the corner and start hitting them with high numbers to be able to give you some cash, or you're a pickpocket. But if we are to have legitimate ways on how people make money worldwide, these are the 4 different ways that are recognized. 1, if you look at quadrant E, you are either an employee, yes, you have a job. Now, as an employee, what I'm trying to show you here is you do not have independence for yourself in terms of finances. You do not have time freedom as an individual. If your employer is paying you $300 US, it simply means you cannot take his children to a school of $200 US, or you cannot sleep in a house of $200 US. So your lifestyle is determined by the amount of salary your employer pays you. If you can see, it looks like he's on a hook. He does not have freedom for himself. Now, besides that, if you look at this gentleman in the rat race, this depicts someone who has been working for several times, but they do not have to show. Where we come from in our societies, we have seen people who have been working for a very long time, but they do not have anything to show for what they have been basically doing. So what I'm trying to say is as you basically live your life, most of the time, as an employee, you don't have freedom for yourself. And the other thing I need to talk about in employment, back in the days in the 80s, in the 50s, in the 60s, when someone had a job, most of the time the kind of job they had determined their kind of welfare. Welcome on board, Emma and the team. Yeah, so employment cannot guarantee you the kind of life you need. So we basically train people how you can be able to live a good life by simply providing the necessities of your life. Now, the other thing I need to talk about is self-employment. As a self-employed person, you own a business, you own a job, or a small business. But the unfortunate thing, the kind of people I'm talking about here is someone who owns a salon, who owns a boutique, someone who's an IT specialist, you're a banker. Yes, you're someone who's a consultant, like for a bank or any other place. You're a lawyer and you'll have a law firm. So you own a job and you have a medical practice, you have a law firm, you have a shop, you have a boutique. Now, these are people we call self-employed. The unfortunate bit with this section is, yes, you will enjoy all the profits as an individual when the business is very successful, but you also enjoy all the losses. And what I'm trying to say is that as a self-employed person, yes, you don't have time for yourself. Most people are going to call you for events and you'll not be able to attend because you cannot imagine the hassle and the pain that would happen in terms of you closing your business. The business owner is a person who owns a system and people work for them. As a business owner, you basically create a system, and this system gets to employ as many people as possible. So the work here is easy, it is stable, and you have plenty of spare time. A business owner has learned a very powerful concept called leverage. And leverage simply stands for, other than me working 100% with my own efforts, I'd rather basically work with 1% from 1,000 people's effort. So the business owner, you own a system and people work for you. So the other thing I need to emphasize in the business owner section, a business owner within a system has basically mastered 3 things. He works with other people's time, he works with other people's money, he also works with other people's experience. We have seen so many people have big factories and big business establishments, but they do not have fundamental education that basically put them to where they are. They have learned one thing, that becomes successful, work with other people's experience. While you take your children to school, someone is going to create factories and employ them to be able to work in those factories and create more production for them. I'll give you examples. Henry Ford, the creator of Ford Motors, had very little formal schooling. Most of his life was just basically in production. The person I'll talk about is Thomas Edison, very little schooling, but because of a very unique mind, they were able to create a very fundamental life for themselves. If you look at our society here in Uganda, you're going to notice that all the powerful businessmen do not have very lengthy periods of education. So, but they've learned one thing, that to become successful, work with people who are smarter than you. So, as a business owner, yes, you own a system and people work for you. When you basically build a business which is solid, it takes you over 5 years to be able to stabilize it. And after 5 years, the system is able to give you enough cash flow. And at that level, you can cross over and become an investor. So the beauty about a business, a solid business, it can give you cash flow to become an investor. Who is an investor? He's someone who invests, puts money in something, and he gets back money. He doesn't have to be physically there. So here, money works for them. I'll give you an example. There's a gentleman called Charles Simbire here in Uganda. When MTN had just come, he bought shares in MTN. Every time you buy airtime, there is a percentage that goes to him and his family. So that contract he entered with MTN is going to serve several generations of his grandchildren. So looking at this module, I want to point out 2 things. One, as an employee and self-employed person, you earn an active income. This means you only earn an income in direct proportion to your availability. If you're not available, you'll not be able to earn. If you close your shop, you'll not be able to earn. If you get an accident as an employee, you'll not basically, the employer will not wait for you for over 3 months to replace you. But as a business owner and investor, you earn what we call a passive income. You do not have to physically be there to be able to earn a daily income. Now, what I wanted to point out is this. The E and S quadrant makes 95% of the world's population. But unfortunately, these are the people who own 5% of the world's wealth. But when you combine the B and I quadrant, they make 5% of the world's population, but they own 95% of the world's wealth. That means the people in the B and I quadrant here understand something like that the people in the E and S quadrant do not understand. That is exactly what I'm going to share with you. The concept I'm going to share with you can migrate you from these 2 sides and take you to this side. Why? Because there is a lot of stress in the E and S side. But when you come to the B and I side, there's plenty of freedom. Because the work is easy, you have spare time, you have no debts, and plenty of money. So let's get started, and I hope we are all in the right frame of mind to be able to proceed. How to get started? You simply get started by paying what we call the TecProVIP package, which is $80 US. Now, earn 20% on sponsoring bonus for every VIP package. Now, whoever you introduce in the VIP package, the system is going to pay you a sponsoring bonus of up to 20%. You get $80 US times 20%, that would be $16 US. This is a typo. Now, that's the first income in this package. Now, we also have what we call the TecPro one-liner bonus. And here, if you look at this table, it has 5 columns. One talks about the levels. The second one talks about global downline. The third one is talking about the income you earn at any level. then the direction you need to introduce at any level, and the day on which you are paid at every level. Now let's go through one by one. What I need to point out here is that everyone who joins the one-liner opportunity, which is the TecProVIP package, is a member of one team. When you see me presenting in different places, let's say I'm in Jinja, let's say I'm in Kamuli, I'm in Kaliro, Mbarala, I'm presenting right now here, and someone gets started, they are going to join under one team. Now let us say, look at level 1. After 20 people have joined from the time you started, you qualify to earn $10 US. All you need to do is sponsor one person for you to get the $10, and the money is paid after 10 days. If you look at level 2, after 40 people have joined cumulatively from the time you started, you qualify to earn $20 US. All you need to do is introduce one person, and the money is paid after 7 days. If you look at level 3, after 100 people have joined from the time you started, you qualify to earn $40 US. All you need is to introduce one person, the money is paid after 7 days. Level 4, after 200 people have joined from the time you started, you qualify to earn $80 US. All you need to do is introduce one person, the money is paid after 7 days. Level 5, 400 people joining from the time you started, you qualify to earn $150 US. All you need to do is introduce one person, and the money is paid after 10 days. But let me ask you a question. If you're supposed to withdraw $150 and you're supposed to introduce one person with $80 and you're stalling and you're moving so slow to be able to get that income, what would you do? Think about it. Level 6. After 1,000 people have joined from the time you started, you qualify to earn $200. All you need to do is simply introduce 2 friends, 2 people. Now the money is paid after 10 days. If you look at level 6, follow me closely, up to level 12, you're supposed to introduce 2 people. So let me just focus on level 12 to explain all those levels. If you look at level 12, after 9,000 people have joined from the time you started, you qualify to earn $3,125. All you need to do is introduce 2 people, and the money is paid after 15 days. But let me ask you a question. If you know you are supposed to earn $3,125, and you're required to sponsor only 2 people, and you know each person is $80 in terms of joining fee, what would you do? Ponder that very well. What I'm trying to show you is that you can support people who even do not have money to get started. If you look at the last level, which is level 18, after 30,000 people have joined from the time you start, why are these numbers going to grow very fast? Because we all belong to one team. When you see me presenting in Barala, you see me presenting in Mbale. This weekend, on 30th, we're going to be in Mbale, and we're going to be doing a mega event. About the venue, I've not yet confirmed the place, but I'll get the information to you very soon. But after 30,000 people have joined from the time you started, you qualify to earn $8,750. All you need to do is introduce 4 people, and the money is paid after 30 days. So what I'm trying to say is that when you combine all these monies here, these are happening because of the levels of people joining at every level. So this is done as a team, and it's on the concept of first come, first serve. Now, that is the income. That is how you earn from the TecProVIP one-liner income. We have several bonuses, but this is specifically what I wanted to share for the internationals. Now, how does the TecProVIP system work? Whenever you sponsor someone who is your direct referral, the system gives you 5 points for sponsoring anybody. Now, the people they introduce are going to be second level downlines, so you'll get 2 points from them. Third level downlines, you'll get 1 point from them. Fourth level downlines, you'll get 1 point. Fifth level downlines, 1 point. If you look at level 6 up to 10, the system will give you half a point. How do these points benefit you? When you hit 200 points, you become a member of the Tanzania Affiliate Club. The system will pamper you with the Tecno Spark 3. You'll get 1 month's data and airtime, plus a cash gift of $62.50. The next level is 500 points. When you hit 500 points, the system is going to pamper your school fees worth $200, school requirements worth $50, and a cash gift of $125. We avoid a situation where you who has been networking and building in Angel to make 500 points, you do not have cash left with you at the end of the day. So that's not one thing. When you work hard, yes, you pay school fees, but also get a cash prize. When you hit 1,200 points, the system is going to pamper your school fees for 1 year. Each term is $200, which is $600. School requirements worth $150 for each term. A new uniform of $25 plus new shoes. And what I need to point out here is all this money we are talking about is going to be put onto your account. You can withdraw it anytime. If your child is paying $50, $100, it's okay. All the money is basically put onto your what? Your account. And you're recognized as a member of the Millionaire Circle. Level, when you hit 2,200 points, the system is going to pamper your school fees for 1 year, worth $600. School requirements worth $150, and a new uniform worth $25. New shoes worth $12 and 50 cents, plus a cash gift of $625. The next level is 5,000 points. Here you will receive a special recognition as a member of the Diamond Affiliate Club. The system will pamper your school fees for 1 year, school requirements for 1 year, a brand new motorbike from our sponsor, or a small plot of land equivalent to the price of a motorbike, plus a cash gift of $375, and a trip to Mombasa, all expenses paid by Techno Project. And why are we doing this? If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have got that natural market that made 5,000 points. And remember, we are trying to empower our application called Pages to basically create what we call usability for it. And as many people receive their money on this account, automatically they're going to go ahead and spread the word in different types of people. Now the next level is when you hit 10,000 points, you'll get special recognition as a member of the Platinum Affiliate Club. The system is going to pamper your school fees for 1 year, worth $600. School requirements worth $150, and a brand new car, plus a trip to Dubai City. Then the highest level is when you hit 30,000 points. Here you will be regarded as a member of the President's Club member. School fees is going to be for 5 years, worth $3,000. So each term, count it at $200, and a cash gift of $10,000. So pretty much that's it. And what do you need to do to register? Open up a TecProVIP account, and you'll earn the one-liner income. But on top of that, do the same process, and you keep on growing your team every day. For us, we believe that to walk 1,000 miles, you have to decide to take the first step. Because with God and Techno Project, everything is possible. What I'm trying to teach you here is that avoid situation. We have a problem in our industry that most people, after learning this opportunity, they are going to go and consult someone who is even worse off than them financially about an opportunity they saw. The gentleman called Randy Gage says that never take financial advice from someone who's financially incapacitated. So as a rule of thumb, if you want to consult someone, simply download the Zoom app, send him a link, let him attend the presentation, or you can sit close to him and show him, and automatically they'll be able to learn about the opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, time is the most valuable thing a man can spend according to your status. And if you have any questions, this is the right time to ask, but also do not forget to get the Techno Projects app on Google Play Store. And on top of that, this is our WhatsApp line. You can ask any questions, but also like all our social media handles. Yeah, so pretty much that's it for today. And I would like to put you back online to ask a couple of questions. As you can see, Emma and the team, you are the only people still live. How are you today? Baba Emma. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? Mr. Emma.
Network nnyo.
Ompulira bulungi nnyo? Kati awo nkuwulira gyebale. Leero meeting mugikwatidde wanga muli mu cover. How are you, my brother? How are you, my sister? Let us begin by introductions. Emma. Hello. Emma. I want to avoid like a network. It has a network problem, that place.
Ate we nabadde jjo.
Atwale eri wali wabadde waaka nnyo. I can tell it. Okay. Yeah, you can ask questions. It's okay.
Acha.
Yes, how are you?
Wama shambade nkubuza. I'm fine, how are you?
Good.
Kati shambade nkubuza.
Nkulia bulungi.
That's right.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Atwano.
Wa awungula bulungi.
Kati wawondaba Ade nkubuuza. Nti ne muno mulimu kuleeta abantu.
Business yaffe ezimbibwa ku bantu. Business yaffe ezimbibwa ku bantu ne waliwo enkola. Waliwo enkola gy'osobola okukolamu ng'otaddemu packages eziwera kwegamba n'otandika Kati? Tompulira? Network nafu.
Obavaako.
Obadde olina ekibuuzo ky'obuuza nga sinakusala kirimi. You had a question before I cut you short.
Mbadde nikubuuza. Anti kati mbadde nikubuuza. Nti kiba beta n'osasula gundi ya VVIP okusinga ene ya gundi. Ya ordinary.
Kubanga VIP esasula nnyo okusinga ordinary. Naye abantu abamu abatalina ssente atandika ne ordinary na upgrading ku VIP. Bw'oba yafuna ssente mangu osasula VIP. Okitegedde?
Sikuwulidde.
Mbadde ngamba nti ba VIP esasula mangu okusinga ordinary. Kwa bw'olaba ordinary okufuna 15,000 tosobola zikomparinga na mitwalo na milioni 2 milioni 3 nga bw'olabye ku table. Yeah, so it's better osobola n'okufuna VIP. Kulwokuna ngenda ku
era gundi VIP era kulwokuna she?
No, kulwokutaano ngenda kujja Jinja sawa nga 10 tugenda kuba tufuna omusomo, so you can basically ask even those technical questions kulaga enjawulo eri mu VIP neki ne ordinary.
Kale.
Space Cafe.
Ngoye Mr. Emma.
Mumpe.
Kale, nja kubeerayo. Jangu.
Nankole ki? Ani musasa.
Baba tusangayire okubona.
Weno okwagana.
Program ziyimidde ziki eza Friday. Abantu bayinvitinga.
Bali ku invitinga ne bali aba school fees ndi bakubira.
Kale, baba kankuleke omuleko kubanga kireka time
abakadde bonna.
Eh?
Ndi bakubira amasimu abakadde.
Eno Zoom nagitayimize kankuleke omuleko tujja sinkana enkya ssaawa 3 zennyini.
Kale sebo.
Kale mbeere bulungi.